Good morning or afternoon, lads and ladies, and welcome to the show. Now, as you can see behind me, there is a messy room, and that is because I finally made the move to Manchester. And this will be the room where I'm going to do all my recording. Now, as you can see, I'm unpacking things, I'm setting things up. As you can see, my new computer over there. I'm getting it all organised for the upcoming videos and streaming. But at the moment, I'm a bit disheveled. So what I would like to do today is I'm going to be doing a new Supercoach Diaries. Last week, round 6, was a bit of a difficult week for me because I was moving, so I didn't have a lot of time to look at the teams, look who was playing, and make the correct decisions in taking out and putting in people. So I had one person who got a 0, and that really suffered and stuffed up my team. As you can see, I only got 1,915 points this week, which is nowhere near good enough. And that also means that I've slidden out, or I've fallen out of the top 20% of the league, which is not where I want to be. So hopefully this week, now that I've had a lot more time to sit around, look at the teams, look who's been playing well, and make some decisions that are a bit more manageable, hopefully that means good scores for me and pushing back up those rankings. So without any further ado, let's look at the team I have selected for this week. Here's what my team's looking like for this week. As if you just look at my reserves, I can tell you that there's a lot of injuries and concerns I have for the bench. Robbie Gray's out, which hopefully it's only for a short-term injury and then I can bring him back in, but we'll wait and see. Rance has been suspended, which has hurt quite a fair bit, and people have been getting dropped left, right and centre. So I've made 2 changes for this week. The first change I've done is I've finally taken out Jesse Lonergone. Now, because he's a Suns player, I do love Jesse, but he's just not scoring enough for my Supercoach purposes. So what I've done is I'm taking him out, I've switched a few people around, my dual position players, I've moved them around a bit, and I've ended up bringing in Josh Smith for Collingwood. He's on week number, this will be his 3rd game this week, meaning he's going to rise in price. And with an average of 84, he's going to be scoring massive. So that is good news for me. So I've brought him in. The second player that I've picked up for this week is Cade Simpson. So with that money of me downgrading Jesse Lonergone to a Josh Smith, I've used that money to buff up one of my good performing rookies. And that was Wiedering. Now, Wiedering's out for a couple of weeks, and to be honest, I can see him having a bit more of a break on top of that because he's a first-year player. He's probably going to get tired as the year rolls on. So he's made us a good amount of money. His break-even score was starting to get up there to the point that he probably wouldn't be scoring as well. So I've actually upgraded Wiedering to Cade Simpson, who is averaging over 100, which is very rare for a backline player. So I've stuck with I've put Cade Simpson in the back line. I'm starting to build up that back line. So once Rance comes back in, that's going to be 4 premium, well, in my opinion, premium defenders. And then I've got Marcus Adams, who's not looking too bad. He's looking pretty good. And then I've got one more to fill in with either Wagner or Burn-Jones, whoever's performing at the time. As far as captains this week, I'm sitting on Dangerfield because he's always going to be scoring big goals, big points. But especially after Goldstein, the past couple has been a bit down, hasn't been performing very well, so I'm going to be sticking with Dangerfield. As far as a vice-captain goes, it could be anyone. I've only got it on Heath Shaw at the moment because I think he's a potential captain choice. GWS are playing Freo, who is sitting at the bottom of the ladder, and he has been scoring big points in the backline. So part of me really wants to put Heath Shaw as captain this week, but we'll see. I might change my mind before the Geelong game. We'll see how it goes. But as far as sort of a point of difference captain goes, Heath Shaw might be a good pick. As for the rest of the team, who's scoring well at the moment? Well, Wellesley's scoring really well. I think Green's finally decided to hit some consistency, and he is really starting to get those consistent scores that we want. There's a couple of people I'm looking probably to get rid of in the next couple of weeks. Davis is probably going to be getting changed in a couple of weeks because he's just been dropped from the Suns team, so he's probably not going to be getting back in anytime soon. Menadu's another one. He's just about hit his break even. He's not going to be making us any more money, so he can probably get downgraded to someone. Petraka's probably looking like someone I'm going to bring in next week, depending on how he scores this week. So there's a couple of changes I'm looking to make into the near future. Into these middle rounds when the bye starts, I'm going to have to start saving my picks up for that, because there's going to be, because of the bye, there's going to be a good chance we're going to have to change players and move players around. But we'll wait and see. As far as money left over goes, after all my trades, I'm sitting on $64,200. Now, that's not a lot to upgrade someone, but that's a decent pool of money to be sitting on. So when I downgrade someone, hopefully that all pulls together and then I can upgrade one of my medium price players up into an elite mover category. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been enjoyable for you. Do let me know if there's how your team's traveling and do you have a point of difference captain in your team? Is there a person in your team that you like having as captain that is a bit different to what everyone else might have as captain? Like and subscribe to follow the Supercoach Diaries as it gets into the trickier end of the season and see how I'm going to compare how you're going to me. I can probably tell you now, you're probably doing better than me. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been great to be back on the Supercoach Diaries on the channel. And I'll see you guys later.